ټول دنیا بیس بالر جوړیدای شي. مجيب نه موږ ډېر امیدونه دي. مجيب یو بالر د سلیډیر خپ پیس سره بالینګ کوي او ډېر زیات ویریشن سره دي. مختلف بال نه دی کولای شي. مختلف ویرایټیان ورسره دي. نو مجيب نه امیدونه ډېر دي او مجيب باندې رنګ کول حسانه نه.
مننه احمد صاحب تاسو نه مننه. ګراندینکو د لوبې په لړ کې د لوبې په اننګز کې بیا هم احمد صاحب زموږ تاسو سره وي او لاړ وشو لوبغاړي ته لوبه پیلېدونکي د لوبې څخه خوند واخلي او خپل اتلانو ته دعا وکړي.
Again, a free-spirited batsman, but was a little tentative yesterday to start off with. But Afghanistan wouldn't mind that because they had Mohammad Shahzad firing all guns. And if he continues from where he did yesterday, I'm so sure Afghanistan would be very happy. So that is Mohammad Shahzad taking guard right now. Jersey number 77, 58 matches, 1 run shy of 1800 runs, a healthy average of 13 plus, and that strike rate, look at that.
Karim Sadiq, he made a bold statement. 34 matches that he's played, so he's got a lot of experience. But in the year 2007, heading into the Cricket World Cup in West Indies, he made a big statement. He's not worried about facing Dale Steyn and company.
Well, absolutely, and there comes Kyle Jarvis. Fantastic bowling performance from him yesterday. Mixed the deliveries really well. He was bouncing those ones fearlessly. And here he starts from the far end. The first delivery of the second T20. Pulling this one, not timing it really well, but the intent is very clear there by Mohammad Shahzad.
Yeah, very clear. He's looking to whack it through the onside. They got slip in position. And what he does the first one. Look at this one. Looking to whack it through the onside from well outside the off stump. So intent is visible, but it's not a bad idea to give a bit of time to himself to get used to the pace and bounce of this slightly different wicket. He gets it fine with fine leg up in the circle. First boundary for Afghanistan to celebrate.
Those are first runs on board for Team Afghanistan and come in shape of a boundary. Line a little bit there and gave ample time for the batsman Mohammad Shahzad, who was in the mood to whack it, and the ball trickling down towards the fine leg boundary.
That's the ploy that they used yesterday successfully, Zimbabwe bowlers bowling short. And, but I don't think it's going to change his game plan today. Shahzad, he will continue to swing his willow. Plays it well, straight to the fieldsman. It's a much better line to operate in.
Well, yes, and a good shout there from his partner, Karim Sadiq. And that is the area to bowl at him. You want him to make those mistakes if you want to get his wicket, because he's not someone who'll keep quiet for long. Made his intent very clear from the very first delivery.
Two men patrolling on the boundary ropes, one at the third man, and one at the deep mid-wicket position for that hook shot. Plays it fine, just trying to work it through the onside and wide declared by the umpire.
The crowd is a happy crowd here. They're cheering every single run there for Afghanistan. Wide coming in. The batsman's not done anything to earn that run, but, well, they'll clap for their team.
Just one good delivery around the off stump. Otherwise, trying to bring the ball back into the batsman. 5 for no wicket. Shahzad is on 4. And he plays a lovely looking shot. He finds the gap. Might not reach to the boundary ropes. It's slowing down in the air. Couple of runs on offer.
That was a good looking shot there for Shahzad. Good reply to a good delivery. There was a chase and 3 fielders there deployed in that chase, and eventually 2 runs coming off it. So 7 runs so far in 4 deliveries that Jarvis has bowled.
This gives a bit of room now. Decided to remove the fieldsman from the slip cordon. Just trying to strengthen that skirt of the wicket position on the outside. Still having fieldsmen at the deep mid-wicket position is something that forcing the bowler to continue to bowl short. A shot of length on the off stump can be a better option. Flicks it to the onside, straight to the fieldsman.
The kind of field that he's set, it looks like the plan is to bowl outside the off stump, a little shot. And that would make Shehzad go against the field placement to score some runs. Played on the onside towards the mid-wicket region.
Swings it away on the onside, single. And that's what they will get of the last delivery of the first over. 7 from the first over, rather 8 for no wicket.
زندگی سریعتر، زندگی بهتر. افغان بیسیم 4G LTE.
حالا از سرعت 4G در بسته‌های 3G ما مستفید شوید. 1 GB در بدل 250 افغانی، 3 GB در بدل 400 افغانی، 5 GB در بدل 600 افغانی. در صفحه پیام GB مورد نظر خود را نوشته و به 151 ارسال نمایید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Deciding to bowl first, Afghanistan. A lot will rely on the batting performance of Nabi. Got 40 yesterday.
Well, yes, he has been one of the mainstays of the Afghan batting lineup. But this man, Chatara, just 26 years of age, has got a wicket in the solitary game that he's played. Would come in as a surprise package. Shehzad facing all 6 deliveries of the first over, here to face the new bowler yet again, dot ball.
If they're reading it properly, I think it's a good indication that they continue to bowl at short of length region on the offside. That's where they might find a nick or the possibility of getting the dot ball in. We'll have to be patient with this right-hand batsman. He'll certainly throw his bat around at some stays. That is the area that is causing some discomfort to Shehzad.
Swing and a miss, a big swing there by Shehzad. If this would have connected, the new ball would have been found probably a few yards on south the main road of Sharjah Stadium.
He's a tall man, hits the deck. Good seam presentation on that occasion also. Yeah, timely in his expression in getting the ball at the short at that off-stump arena. That's where he will continue to target Shehzad. Goes big, gets the edge, lucky boundary for Shehzad.
The bowler followed him almost, but he had made his mind very clear. He wanted to go for it. You cannot keep a man like him quiet for long. A top edge going towards the third man boundary. Very, very fine. You can't go and stop a ball like that.
Well, you cannot have fieldsmen behind the wicketkeeper. He's swinging it and it's working at the moment. Pretty spirited swing of the willow. May not have found it from the center of the bat. This time was forced to play it defensively away on the onside.
But again, look at the defensive shot there. It has a lot of power. His defensive shots are not those soft-handed shots. I wonder if it's really defensive.
Well, when forced to play it differently.
Well, yeah, forced to play it differently, but not defensively.
Certainly. So they decided to remove the fieldsman from the slip corner, now posting at the mid-wicket inside the circle. They got mid-wicket on the boundary ropes also. The area which he likes to explode. Swing and miss outside the off stump.
Dot balls coming in, and that will irritate
Royce Ahmed, the coach, bowling coach, for filling in as assistant coach to Phil Simmons.
Chatara coming in with the last ball of his over. Shot his delivery, and this one has been pulled beautifully. but will get only a single. So, end of 2 overs, 13 runs.
روزي پوستکي او ښکلا روغتون د متخصصو ډاکټرانو او پرمختللي ټکنالوژي په درلودلو سره د پوستکي او ښکلا ټول خدمتونه وړاندې کوي. په پرمختللي میتودونو سره د ځواني دانو او لکو درملنه، په لیزر سره د مخ د اضافي ویښتانو، خالونو او سوروالي درملنه، د پی آر پی او میزوتراپي میتودونو سره په تخصصي توګه د ویښتانو د رژیدلو درملنه، د ویښتانو خودل پرته له جراحي عمل څخه چې په طبیعي توګه د ودې وړتیا لري، د پازې ښکلا، د لیمو ښکلا او د کالدانې د داغونو د ښکلا جراحي. دا ټول معیاري او باکیفیته خدمتونه یوازې او یوازې په روز روغتون کې تجربه کړئ. روز ښکلا او روغتیا سره یو ځای.
They bowled well, the Zimbabwe fast bowlers so far.
Well, yeah, and what is really interesting to see that Shahzad has faced, this is a slower full toss, probably would have slipped out of the hand of Jarvis. A quick chat with Sadiq.
Back of the hand, attempted slower delivery. Karim is yet to play his first delivery. Oh, that's a different, very different shot.
Wonder what was that shot all about, though. This was fun.
In Hindi they call lathi charge.
Almost got the ball over his head by kneeling down. Shahzad and Kareem. A 13-run partnership coming off 2.2 overs, of which all the 14 deliveries have been played by Shahzad. Kareem hasn't even got a single ball. Wonder if this is some kind of record.
Something happened, a bit confused at the moment, looking behind the screen.
It is the review for a run out. Kareem Sadiq had stepped out almost in pursuit of a single, and there was a direct hit. And the umpires have gone up to the third umpire.
Well, that's what happening there. Look at this. Where is? Oh dear, dear. But no problems now. No problems. He was there already.
Yeah, courtesy the new rule. Once you have stepped in or the bat's rolled inside the crease, even if it's up and above, that's not an issue. But this time Sadiq was way comfortably inside. So the decision's out. It is a not out. The crowd's happy.
Right, 13 for no wicket, 2.2 overs gone. I have to put into bat on a slightly different wicket. Gets on the leg stump. Loud call this time round from the non-striker.
Yeah, playing it behind the square leg region. The fine leg fielder coming in, and then this is basic textbook cricket. The non-striker shouts out, takes a call when the ball has been played behind the batsman.
Good over so far. Gets on the leg stump, loses his balance.
It's a wide, but then Shahzad, what is he up to? This is probably the most dramatic batting performance that I've seen. And when I say dramatic, I do not mean those big shots. Look at this. Look at this. Completely off balance, getting stuck somewhere.
Luckily, didn't disturb the stumps.
Well, but then I'm so sure internally he's disturbed a lot many organs.
Yeah, he's experiencing some trouble here. First bounce, the signal by the umpire. So what will be the reply? Plays a tennis shot and will have to settle for nothing there.
So far, Just a single run that's come through a wide ball, nothing off the willow.
Well, this ground has some different history. Henry Olunga bouncing Tendulkar out. And then what happened in the next match, century on his birthday. It's a wonderful venue, Sharjah Cricket Ground, 231 ODIs, which is a record. And second is Sydney Cricket Ground with 155 one-day internationals. Lovely shot, and he's cleared it for a 4.
Finally, the runs coming off the willow in this over. The umpire signalling a boundary. The ball came pretty close to the commentary box area, and we could see it. It's just probably a couple of inches inside the rope. There you go. It's painstakingly close.
Single-handedly, just landing inside. So he has found the area. There was a bit of discomfort, but he has found a method to survive or score runs against the short pitch deliveries around the off stump. Works to the onside in the gap. Will settle for a single. 3 overs gone. It's 19 for no wicket. Any
افغان بیسی 4G LTE. حالا از سرعت 4G در بسته‌های تریجی ما مستفید شوید. 7GB در بدل 800 افغانی، 10GB در بدل 1100 افغانی، 16GB در بدل 1800 افغانی. در صفحه پیام GB مورد نظر خود را نوشته و به 151 ارسال نمایید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Afghanistan versus Zimbabwe, second T20 going across the globe. In Afghanistan it's 1TV, Pakistan Geo Super, Gulf countries on OSN Sports, and Sub-Sahara Africa Cricket Sports in Zimbabwe and South Africa.
So change in the bowling from the pavilion end. It is Blessing Muzarabani, this young lad, tall, lanky.
Swings it on the onside, not making connection. So it's been 3 overs. He hasn't faced a delivery, Kareem, but something very interesting happened. Last delivery of the last over. Look at this. He took a single, and there he was. Oh, throw straight on the face.
This was really close. Reminded me of Keanu Reeves from Matrix.
Short. So clear game plan, bowling short against Shehzad. First bouncer signal.
So it's 20 deliveries that has been in this game so far, and Sadiq has faced none. Good collection there by Brendan Taylor.
Is he thinking about working a single around? Punches it into the onside field. So he's not interested in taking singles. No clear intent of working or maneuvering the ball.
Sadiq will have to wait to get on strike. It's been 21 deliveries. I wonder if there is some kind of stat that could help us understand how long has a non-striker waited to face the first delivery after opening the innings then.
Swings it straight down the ground. The fielder is underneath, sporting the jersey number 35, and he doesn't make any mistake.
So that is wicket number 1. It is some good bowling that has resulted in this. Shehzad had to go for the big one, getting the toe edge of the bat, going a couple of miles up in the sky. And there's Jarvis walking back. Difficult, these catches, but ensuring that he doesn't drop this So end of Mohammad Shahzad on 17 of 22. Caught Jarvis, and it is Blessing Muzurbani who gets him.
بچه آماده هستین دیگه برای کوهنوردی؟
والا دوستان آمدن همه سانو مریض هستم. بیاد که منظره را بر احمد لایو استریم کنیم. بچهش من نمیتونم لایو برم.
خیلی باش ما از افغان بیستیم برس لایو برم.
با سریعترین شبکه 4G از فیسبوک لذت بیشتر ببرید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Here because Shahzad looked uncertain during his stay, trying to clear one. The infield and was caught beautifully by Jarvis. Excellent catch this. Opportunity finally to face his first delivery. Karim
Waited till the end of Shahzad's wicket to get on striker. This one, yes, no. A direct hit would have done him in. A good dive put in.
Well, they are attracting some throws there. Towards it, just playing a defensively wanting run. No hesitation in the mind of Asghar on that occasion. Taking a blow, but safely there.
Well, yes, in there, but he would have been shaken up with that throw that came in, with the dive that he had to put in to face his first delivery. The skipper, he said earlier at the toss that it doesn't really matter if he's been put to bat because the wicket's going to stay the same throughout.
Certainly some change in fielding at the moment. They got slip in position for Asghar. And gets a good bouncer. Read of the surface.
It's a wide ball. A little late call by the umpire there. But wide it is, and it is because ball going way up. The umpire calling in it a no ball. It was basically the shoulder, above the shoulder height, and the umpire changing his decision and calling it a no ball, which will result in a free hit.
And what an opportunity, what a golden opportunity for Asghar to get into that freedom state of mind. A freebie on offer. Can swing it around. Connection is the key word here. And he makes a decent connection straight down the ground. That is a scintillating strike for a 6.
Making good use of the free hit there, Asghar Stanikzai. Going back into the crease, deep, making room and getting under the ball and plonking it straight over the bowler's head for a massive 6. So that is the end of the over there with that 6. So 27 for 1 after 4.
ویتامین سی برای اولین بار از نوشابه‌های ژاپنی در افغانستان.
الماس این است معجزه کلر الماس.
فقط الماس نوشته باشه.
International Cup 2018, Afghanistan winning the first one. Changed today, they've been put into bat. 27 for 1. Shahzad, the batsman, out.
Thank you. The center and
Chatara to continue. But a massive strike of the last ball of the 4th over, converting the freebie with a fantastic connection.
Well, that was a big one. Chatara changing ends, coming in to bowl from the far end. Kareem facing his second delivery of the game. Shortish outside the off stump, has played it beautifully. That'll be a 4.
Yeah, fraction shot outside the off stump. Used the angle well. It was moving away from the batsman. What he did, just put his bat onto it to keep it away from the fieldsman on the boundary ropes. Excellent shot. Good productive shot in 2020 also. Look at this, just riding the bounce and making sure that just he helps it and gets it away from that fieldsman. Conscious effort.
Just giving the direction to the ball there. Don't need to hit this with too much power.
Shuffles across. But against a good fast bowler, it can be problematic at times.
I mean, no need for something like this. You've just hit a boundary. Take it simply. He is. Look at the kids over there. They have come in wearing some fancy clothes and glasses in the middle of the night. But well, change of helmet there for Sadiq Karim, and it is because of this.
A telling blow on the helmet. Goodness me. It hasn't done much damage. We've seen 2 or 3 incidents already.
Stepping out to there. The physio's in. A quick check. So stepping out there to the fast bowler, a short delivery straight onto the jaw. If there wasn't the grill. This is completely uncalled for. Again, as we say, you know, you've hit a boundary, take a single. You know that the bowler, it's a fast bowler. He will come back at you strongly after you've hit him for a boundary. So it's like beating fire with fire.
One thing is sure that has brought about the discussion about their ability to play short ball against quality opposition like Dale Steyn and Moni Morkel. They will struggle. Yeah, Chacha continues to travel to different cricket grounds, and great support for Afghanistan.
Absolutely, and these are the kind of people that actually make cricket viewing in the stadium very entertaining. They keep cheering for their home team irrespective of what's happening on the ground. So it's 4.2 overs, 31, the loss of 1 wicket. Karim faces yet again.
Gets a good delivery around the off stump. Certainly that will have there is a direct hit, mild appeal, but not accepted by the umpire. So that's what transpired. Good stop. An excellent throw there. The bat grounded. The bat was grounded before the ball disturbs the bells there.
3 more deliveries to go from Chatara. He's bowled really well, barring that 1-4. The ball was short and wide and well directed by Karim Sadiq there.
He'll continue to swing his willow. He's not afraid about playing his shots. But we'll have to find a method. We'll have to bring some composure in there. You can't be swinging at every delivery that's coming at you.
Well, rightly said that, Devinder, that you need to play to the merit of the ball. You can't just go hammer and tongs. This was like so close.
Getting the inside edge through the legs and slightly away from the stumps. On the leg stump, huge appeal for LBW. Still pleading to the umpire, but not given.
Close. A full toss coming straight onto. Going across, and the leg stump was visible, unless he's got some bat on that ball. This was a
very close. It was suppling across. The leg stump was visible to a straight delivery. There wasn't much deviation after pitching or in the air, so that would have certainly going on to hit the leg stump, if not the middle stump on that occasion. So 1 boundary from this over. Otherwise, very good discipline coming in from Chatara. Plays it away on the onside. It's a dot ball, 5 overs gone. It's 31 for 1.
روز د پوستکي او ښکلا روغتون د متخصصو ډاکټرانو او پرمختللې ټکنالوژۍ په درلودلو سره د پوستکي او ښکلا ټول خدمتونه وړاندې کوي. په پرمختللي میتودونو سره د ځواني دانو او لکو درملنه، په لیزر سره د مخ د اضافي ویښتانو، خالونو او سوروالي درملنه، د پی آر پی او میزوتراپي میتودونو سره په تخصصي توګه د ویښتانو د رژیدلو درملنه، د ویښتانو ایښودل پرته له جراحي عمل څخه چې په طبیعي توګه د ودې وړتیا لري، د پزې ښکلا، د لیمو ښکلا او د کالدانې د داغونو د ښکلا جراحي. دا ټول معیاري او باکیفیته خدمتونه یوازې او یوازې په روز روغتون کې تجربه کړئ. روز ښکلا او روغتیا سره یو ځای.
Wicket of Mohammad Shahzad. Once again the ball coming in. That's good running, good understanding between the pair. That's exactly what they have to do. Exactly what happened. You see, last ball of previous over, just probably going a shade down the leg side. Very confident shout there from Chatara, but the umpire was not impressed. In the com box, I am Ajamera. With me is Alistair Campbell. Alistair, welcome. And good contest brewing so far.
Yeah, they've come out very feisty of both sides. I thought Shahzad was a little too over-enthusiastic and was a little comical at times in the way he tried to go about getting the ball to the boundary. That's up in the air and it's in the gap. Didn't quite make the requisite contact off the toe of the bat, but the intent very clear to try and take full advantage of these power play overs. We're in the last one, just 4 balls remaining of the field restrictions, and trying to heave that away on the leg side. They'll come back for 2, but yes, I think Zimbabwe have bowled really well in this power play. They've tested the Afghan batsmen with a few short deliveries as well, some good slower deliveries, and they've made it tough, and hence they've only been able to achieve a run rate of 6.38, and they've lost a wicket in doing so.
Oh, that's a clobber on the onside. That's forward on the onside. So Karim just opening his arm there, moving into double figures. But what a strike there. The second 6 of this inning so far.
Well, the previous delivery was off the toe of the bat. This was 6 inches higher, right out the middle of the bat, and that's gone a long way back. Right in the slot from Blessingham Zarabani. Needs to be a lot shorter than that. And, well, he's waited for it nicely. A full swing of the hands, rotation of the hips, out of the stadium.
Yes, out of the park, and the new box coming in as well. So they have to select a ball almost 5.3 overs old. So new box has come out. The ball just sailing out of the ground there. What a strike there. That should give a lot of confidence to Karim. Moving to the double figures with that strike, 13 of 9. Just the kind of batting you want, especially in the last over of the power play, the 6th over in progress.
Now, you'll have to say not a great delivery from Blessingham Zarabani, knowing full well that that's his area, Karim Sadiq, that's where he likes to make a play. And he really served one up there in the slot. And how's he going to respond now? Glided down to third man. That was better from Zarabani. He's got to be shorter, not allow the batsman to get on the front foot and swing through the line. And he's tall, 6'8". That's the length he needs to be. Really make it difficult for the batsman to get forward and hit him over the top.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing yesterday as well. Banging in shot, a lot of support here for the Afghanistan side. Very good opportunity for them to take the series. They've already won yesterday. Oh, that's played in the air, high up in the air by the captain Asghar Stanigzai. And that's going to be a 4. Drawing in way in there, desperate dive in the end. But managing a boundary, Asghar Stanigzai.
Yeah, targeting that mid-wicket area. Again, he probably didn't get all of it. It went a long way up in the air. So a lot more vertical height on it as opposed to horizontal height. Malcolm Waller had an age to get around the boundary. And when it plugged, he actually probably should have done a bit better in saving it from going over the boundary. He had to make a long, long way, as I said. Maybe just when he got there, could have done a bit better.
Last ball of the over now, last ball of the power play. Banging in Shaw, letting it go. That's the end of the over as well. 45 for 1.
کله مو هم د داسې چټک انټرنیټ ارمان درلود چې ستاسو کارونه نور هم چټک او ښه کړي چې د یو ستر بدلون لپاره هم دې اړتیا ده چټک ژوند ښه ژوند د افغان بي سیم 4G LTE
مونږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لرو
ویتامین سی برای اولین بار از نوشابه‌های ژاپنی در افغانستان.
5 fours and 2 sixes so far in this innings. We got a healthy run rate despite losing the wicket of Mohammad Shahzad.
Deadline, so. Keep going that line.
With the bat, Alistair has been in terrific touch, Sikandar Raza.
Yeah, he's been really good for Zimbabwe in that middle order. Scored plenty of runs, taken crucial wickets, been electric in the field as well. So he's contributed in all three facets. Didn't bowl in the first T20 yesterday, and given his first bowl now, they used Ryan Burl in the previous game. On this occasion, deciding that Sikandar Raza should be the option to go to.
Next one, please.
Interesting where Graham Creamer bowls himself. He's not getting himself on too early, so he'll probably do a job at the back end of the innings as well.
Oh, down the leg side, not a great delivery. Will be runs here. Tough for the keeper as well. Settling for one, but the right call from the umpire.
Yeah, very wavered from Sikandar Raza. Probably just reckoning the batsman might be trying to give himself a bit of room, trying to follow him.
Nice. Nice.
So they're only 1 wicket down, 48 on the board of Afghanistan. Really good platform to try and build a big total here tonight. Pitch looks a good one, coming on nicely. It had that sheen to it when you were out there, and that's old Sharjah wicket we've come to know and love over the years. The previous one just seemed to be a little tacky. This one had that sheen on it, and it looked like it's coming on really nicely. It's up in the air, just did well in the end. Came a little too early, you'd have to say. Sikandar Raza saw him, tried to make the adjustment, shortened his length. There he goes, too early, shortened the length, and then had to make the necessary adjustment and scoop it away on the leg side, Kareem Sadiq.
Yeah, you're right. Very good thinking by the bowler as well. Sikandar Raza just going down the leg side. Luckily for Kareem, just getting some bat to it on that occasion. Stopping, but he's gone over the top. That's a good strike. This man up in the deep. Come back for the second as well. Good running in the end.
Just holding his action for a millisecond. Sikandar Raza on that occasion, trying to give the ball a bit of air.
Good Razi, come on,
that brace brought about the 50 for Afghanistan. 1 ball shy of completing the 7th over. That's up in the air. Has he got enough on it? Yep, you betcha. He tried to find the boundary the previous delivery. No hesitation in getting it up and over the ropes on that occasion. What a way to end the over. 7 bowled, 57 for 1 now.
کشورم به طبیب متخصص و آگاه ضرورت دارد.
تحصیلاتم را عالی می سازم.
می خواهم قضاوت سالم را از اینجا آغاز نمایم.
می خواهم پایه های اقتصاد متوازن را رشد دهم.
من مطابق با علوم معاصر و ارتباطات برقی پا میگذارم.
عصر ارتباطات با رسیدن به آموزش تکمیلی لسان بین المللی را حتمی می دانم.
روند این پیشرفت های شما مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی زاول.
Was just practicing at adjacent wickets, the practice wickets just near this surface. He's a handy customer with the ball as well, Graham.
That one skids on. It'll be interesting to see how he goes here tonight. He told me at the beginning of the game that the dew played a factor yesterday. Couldn't really get a grip of it. This was the shot off the last ball of the previous over, up and over mid-wicket. It's a long boundary out there today, all of 75 metres, and he's cleared it easily.
Yeah, he's a good player against spin, especially the captain Asghar Stanixai uses feet to very good effect. Kareem, of course, the man on strike. Didn't get much of strike early on in the first 2 or 3 overs, but just settling on, not able to pierce the cap on that occasion. Good try there as well. It's a perfect wicket to bat on now. As you mentioned, a bit of sheen there. Last night the wicket was a bit of help there for the spinners, but this is a different sort of surface. The ball coming very nicely onto the bat.
Yes, the slower balls from the seamer seemed to grip as well. It wasn't that easy to get them away. He tosses that one up, club down the ground, but there is protection out there, so just be the single. Good over thus far from the captain, just the 2 from it. Looking to use their feet, both these batsmen, that seems to be the method. If they're not using their feet, they're trying to play the pick-up sweep over mid-wicket. Again, down the wicket. Again, Cream is able to keep it full enough so he can't get underneath it. That's the key at this stage of the game. They know they're trying to come down the wicket and find some elevation to get it up and over. And on that occasion, he's full enough, and all he can do is hit it straight down the ground to mid-off.
Not a bad over from the captain Graham. Just 3 runs coming off it. 60 for 1.
بچه آماده هستین دیگه برای کوهنوردی؟
والا دوستان آمدن همه مریض هستن. بیاد که منظره را بر احمد لایو استریم کنید. بچهش من نمیتونم لایو برم.
خیلی باش ما از افغان بیسیم برس لایو برم.
با سریعترین شبکه 4G از فیسبوک لذت بیشتر ببرید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Partnership that's blossoming here, and that's pretty important. Kareem scoring at runner ball. Asghar Stanixai looking good touch, changing his angle now. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Tough for the keeper as well. These are bonus runs.
Yeah, bonus runs coming round the wicket. Looked like he was trying to bowl the leg spinner there. Sikandar Raza wasn't the off spinner, down the leg side, and even though the batsman missed it, keeper Taylor should have done a bit better than this. Kept a bit lower, got something behind it, some part of the body. And as you mentioned, AJ, quite right, bonus runs, not runs you want to be giving away. 5 to start the over, and you've still got 6 balls to bowl.
Especially still when he had a good last over by the captain. Want to keep things in check. That's good stuff from Sikandar Raza. He's getting his hand to it. It's a very good batsman. Kareem uses the depth of the crease, goes right back. Seen him step down against the spinners as well. Going across the line on this occasion. Settling for 1. Just seeing the surface, Alistair, I didn't mention in my pitch report that probably a score of 170, 175 would be a pass score. Just seeing the conditions here and the surface here today.
Yeah, I don't think you're far off. That's up in the air. Has he got enough on it? Yep, he has. I just thought for a minute that it hit low down on the bat, but he's such a strong lad and powers that over the boundary.
That's really good execution. Very good execution coming down the track as well. Very sure of exactly what he's doing. Good bat flow as well and going over the ropes. Maximum for the captain Stanixai. Making a move, batting at a strike rate of 260 at the moment.
Yeah, it's a sparkling inning so far. 26 of just 10 deliveries. There's a big appeal. Ask the question, did it pitch outside the line of leg stump? And the answer, Sikandar, is yes, it did. It was a quicker delivery, hurried. Asghar Stanixai, but just wasn't in line. This will probably prove that theory. And there it is. So it would have gone on to hit the stumps, but if it pitches outside the leg stump, that's where it ends. Cannot be out.
Yeah, bowling from that angle always tough for the bowler, isn't it? Once again now, stopping, delivering, just assessing exactly what the batsman is trying. This has been a very good partnership. A 50-run partnership coming in quick time. That's exactly what Afghanistan required. Wiping the ball as well. So Dew just coming in now. This has been a decent over. Once again taken on the full. Man stationed in the deep. Just settled for one end of the over. 9 overs gone, 74 for 1.
خپل افغان بي سیم کارت په نوي یو سیم بدل کړئ او 1 جی بي وړیا انټرنیټ ترلاسه کړئ او له کرانا تیز انټرنیټ څخه ګټه واخلئ. له دې وړاندیز څخه د ګټې پورته کولو لپاره د افغان بي سیم تر ټولو نږدې څانګې ته ورشئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
But the wicket taker has been Muzrabani. Javed's bowling 2 overs. He's still got 2 overs left. Jatara as well. He's done a good job. 2 overs left for him as well. But the captain once again decent first over. He's conceding 3 runs. Tossing the ball up. That was in the air. Played in the gap.
Probably was looking to hit that a bit straight to Kareem Sadiq, just trying to force it. And at the last minute, bottom hand coming into play meant that he didn't get the right placement and timing. Right, now this is going to be the crucial stage. This is the man that's done the damage, the captain, Ashkar Staniksai, 27 of just 12 deliveries.
What I like about Grimmer is really mixing his pace. You've seen him fly the ball, is darting the ball through. So really mixing his pace very nicely. And very important on this kind of surface. Again, coming down the track, and he's got the reward. He's got the reward he wanted. That's good bowling. And that's an important wicket as well, coming for Zimbabwe.
Carrying on the attack was Ashkar Staniksai, down the wicket, trying to hit one up and over the top again. And beautiful piece of bowling from Graham Creamer, not afraid to give it air. And it just held its line, went through the gate and knocked over the timber. That's a huge wicket from a Zimbabwean perspective. Staniksai gone for 27, 75 for 2 now.
یم کانټیننټال او فاست فود د هوساینې څخه ډک ځای او پاکه سیمه له لوړو معیارونو سره نمونه او ښکلی میلمستون د نړۍ په کچه ښکلی فضا او د پاکیزګۍ نښه روزل شوي پرسونل او اشپزانو په درلودلو او ډول ډول خوړو او څښاک سره د پلازمینې په زړه پورې سیمه کې ستاسو په چوپړ کې یم کانټیننټال د ډول ډول او معیاري خوړو رښتینی تمځای
الماس این است معجزه کلر الماس
فقط الماس نوشته باشه.
Impressive strike rate in this format of around 139. Captain so far, he's done a very good job. He's bowled really well. Once again, ball just straightening up. Nabi's here because of this. This was an important wicket of Asghar Staniksai coming down the track, missing the line. That was striking timber there.
Yeah, we haven't seen much turn tonight at all. It's that good a surface. So it's very important from a bowling perspective that you're getting your lines and lengths right. And from a spinner's perspective, that pace is so important. And Graham Creamer has bowled superbly well thus far, not afraid to give the ball a bit of air. He's got a little bit of flight, a little bit of dip. And he's really caused a few problems up to now. Just the 2 runs from this over and a wicket. Last ball. Oh, really well done. Really well done. 10 overs bowled. We're halfway. 76 for 2.
هموطنان گرامی، پروفسور دکتر عبدالرؤوف که متخصص مشهور استخوان یعنی ارتوپدی کشور هندوستان می باشد و همچنان دکتر فاروق بت متخصص امراض داخله عمومی فعلا در شفاخانه رایل در خدمت مریضان محترم شما قرار دارند.
If they can get 11 runs per over from here, 186, that should be a good score. Handy score for Afghanistan. They still have wickets in hand, 8 wickets in hand for them. The current run rate around 8. Graham Creamer has done a very good job changing bowling. Riano coming in. Was good yesterday. Trying a few spin options here. Zimbabwe captain. It's been a good touch. Nabi's really played well. Was player of the match yesterday, the first T20.
Nice start, Willie.
Wicket really very good. Very conducive for batting. Joining me is Neil. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mehra, and a very good evening to you. A fantastic game of cricket is what we have been experiencing so far. Mohammad Nabi and Kareem Sadiq making good of what was set up by Mohammad Shehzad. This one has been played beautifully. Will meet the fence for a 4.
That's really very good footwork. Very nimble-footed as well. Coming down the track, Kareem has been there for some time. 25 or 25 deliveries, but this is a good strike. Down the track, dancing down. And more importantly, the placement. That was the key here. Lovely timing and a great placement. Zadran Khan, Naib to follow.
Sensible batsman there, Kareem. Doesn't go hammer and tongs unlike Mohammad Shehzad. He had 2 fielders there. There was a long on and a deep mid-wicket, but placed it beautifully between them. And this one has been tapped around. We'll get a single. Sensible batting here on display. 83 runs have come so far. And it's... Nabi understands this. He's a very sensible bat. That's what he did yesterday. He kept nudging the ball around, got those singles, and those loose balls were hit for the boundaries, and eventually got 40 runs, which ensured that the chase was very comfortable.
Yeah, I think because he's just come in, he'll have a different approach as compared to Kareem, because Kareem has been there since the beginning. Nabi really played well yesterday. Lovely striking from him, some lovely shots, elegant shots, really growing confidence. Was very attractive to watch as well. Some big shots coming from his blade. That happened last evening. Was player of the match as well. Some big hitting coming from him. That confidence always reflects. It's very important for any cricketer, that confidence. 11 overs gone, 85 for 2.
انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس با 7 دور فراغت افتخار دارد که برای دور 8م در رشته‌های فارماسی، تکنولوژی طبی، نرسنگ عالی، پروتز دندان، قابلگی عالی، رادیولوژی و انستزی محصل می‌پذیرد. فیس هر سمستر با کار عملی فقط 3000 افغانی. آدرس: سرک کوتسنگی، کمپانی، قلعه جرنی. انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس پیام‌آور آرزوهای شما.
10 extras coming, those are important runs as well. Some bonus runs coming because of wides. The captain, Graham Creamer, has done a very good job. 1 wicket for him, picking the wicket of Asghar Stanikzai. Bowling wicket to wicket. It's been impressive. Not getting much turn, Neil. Yesterday it was a different sort of wicket, just having a chat with Lister as well. The ball at times was gripping the surface. Today just skidding off the surface.
Well, yes, during the pitch report, as you mentioned, the surface is hard. And it's not really supportive of any kind of assistance for the spinner. The ball is not gripping on the surface, skating off. And this one has been played. And it's a dot ball. So yes, as you were talking, Kareem stepping out this time, but will get only a single. The crowd gets into the act as soon as they see that the batsmen are getting in, are taking the charge there.
I think Kareem has a very important role to play, and because he's said he's got his eyes in, he's got to carry on. Might be just changing his gears very soon. Once again skidding, that's sensible from Nabi. That's exactly what he does so well. He's very cool, very relaxed, very composed at the crease. You can see his expressions, very relaxed, knows exactly how to go about. has a very calming influence for his teammates as well, sitting back in the dressing room.
Well, yeah, probably Mohammad Shehzad should take a leaf out of the book of Nabi from here. He looked so tentative, looked overexcited. Everything put in place. And this is the wicket. Losing his cool there. Kareem Sadiq stepping out and made no connection with the ball. The only connection that was made was the wicket keeper's gloves with the ball and the wickets.
Yeah, trying to play over the cover region. The Zimbabwe captain getting his second wicket. Really deserves it, the way he's bowled. He's been very impressive. Kareem, the man, walking back for 28, getting a start, not able to capitalize. It's 88 for 3.
The Afghan BSIM 4G LT.
اوس د 4G سرعت څخه زموږ په دریجی کڅوړو کې ګټه پورته کړئ. 1GB د 800 افغانیو په بدل کې، 10GB د 1100 افغانیو په بدل کې، 14GB د 800 افغانیو په بدل کې. په پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې GB ولیکئ او 150 واستوئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
So it's going to be Najibullah Zadran who will walk in and will give company to Nabi. So right now, kind of two new batsmen on the wicket. Nabi hasn't faced too many deliveries, but the advantage here with Najibullah Zadran, who's played 41 games, has scored a little shy of 650 runs, an average of 32, strike rate of 147. He's a good hand and a left-handed batsman, so the leg spinner, the ball would come into him. And well, the mid-wicket could be in action.
Yeah. Very impressive over by the captain himself. 88 for 3.
یم یم کانتیننتال و فست فود، مکانی دنج و پر از آرامش، تندیسی از پاکیزگی با معیارهای بلند مهمانداری و سطح بین الملل، فضای متفاوت و پذیرایی و بهترین وجه با سرویس عالی و پرسنل آموزش دیده، با حضور آشپزان و غذاهای داخلی و خارجی، پیش غذا و نوشیدنی های گوارا. در زیباترین مکان پایتخت حضور گرمتان را پذیرا هستیم. یم یم سمبولی از تنوع و غذاهای معیاری.
The way he's bowled, the way he's delivered. You know, when he came into bowl, runs were flowing. Kareem was looking good, Taj. Even the captain has got Stanixai getting runs at good pace, a good strike rate. It always makes a big difference, Neil, when you get those wickets. Why the call for the umpire going down the leg side? I think this is one area they have to really curb. They have given a few extras. This was the last wicket to fall off for Kareem, going for the big one over the cover area, missing the line altogether. The line there for the Zimbabwe captain. Good effort once again. Makes a big difference on the field as well. Your enthusiasm when you're picking out wickets, the energy really flows.
One of those rare fast bowlers who fields in the cover region. Meanwhile, this one has been played beautifully. Will go over the fence for a 6.
Love that shot. Straight as an arrow over the bowler's head. And what timing there. Exactly what he can do so well. You see, he picks the length very quickly. The safest area, as they say. And the timing was absolutely brilliant. Sublime timing.
Well, if you play these kind of shots, you will ensure that the reserve umpire is doing some cardio. Coming in with the new ball box yet again. Oh, they've found the ball.
Yeah, luckily this time. Earlier they had to change the ball, but this time they've got it back. Thanks to those people out there.
The umpire would want to check the condition of the ball after it hit the roof and a few other things.
But what a strike, really very clean strike. It's taken a toll, that ball, for sure. That's good batting, very sensible. Getting a big shot under his belt, then repeating the strike, playing with soft hands. That's good cricket.
Absolutely. And this is the hallmark of a sensible batsman again. Najibullah, like a typical left-handed batsman,
Saki,
has
how many left?
A special thing for leg spinners to come in to bowl into him. Three fielders on the deep on the onside for Najibullah.
Down.
But he plays it on the onside. Calm and comfortable, takes a single, gets off strike.
And off the mark as well. That was his first runs for him. I think he's just come in, so he'll just try and rotate the strike. You can see a few good overs coming from the captain, Graham. He's been very good. Once again, darting through. That's played well. Using the pace of the bowler. Just opening the bat face. With a fumble out there in the deep. Settling for a couple of runs near the 100 mark, Afghanistan.
The ball was turning in, and the very last moment he opened the face of the bat and directed it towards the third man region. Chatara doing well to chase it down. This one again will be a single to bring up the 100 for Afghanistan. 100 for 3 at the end of 13 overs.
شبخانه جلدی و زیبایی روز با داشتن دکتران متخصص و تکنولوژی معاصر تمامی خدمات جلدی و زیبایی را ارزان می‌دارد. تداوی داغ‌های جوانی دانه و لکه‌های صورت با روش‌های نوین دنیا، لیزر درمانی معیاری برای برداشتن خال‌ها، سرخی و موهای اضافی صورت، تداوی تخصصی رزش مو با روش‌های معیاری PRP و میزوتراپی، کشت مو بدون جراحی 100% طبیعی و قابل رشد، جراحی زیبایی بینی، پلک‌ها و داغ‌های سالزانه. این همه خدمات با کیفیت و معیاری را تنها و تنها در شبخانه روز تجربه نمایید. روز زیبایی و صحت با هم.
Had a decent start, 19 for the opening wicket. They still have a lot of batting to follow. The 100 up in the 13th over. So 7 overs left from here on. The big question is how many runs they can get. 11 runs per over from here on, 177. Mentioned about 175, 180. That's cracked off the back foot. What a shot. Brilliant timing as well.
I'm so sure that is up their minds that they go on 11 and over. 179 is what they'll reach, and looking at the way they're batting, it doesn't look difficult.
Using the depth of the crease, goes right behind, playing in the gap. Lovely bat flow there. He's looking in great touch at the moment, really striking well. Mohammad Nabi. And the more important part also is, Neil, that he's reading the bowler very well. You know, once you're reading the bowler, then you know exactly how to go about.
Yeah, again, I mean, when you're facing a spinner, especially when you're facing a spinner, it's imperative that you see what the spinner is going to do off the hand. When the Irish were playing against Afghanistan at the same wicket, meanwhile has been tapped down towards the backward square leg region, will get a single. The Irish faltered in watching the ball off the hand of Rashid and Mujib both. There were a series of wickets that they kept falling because they were not reading it, apart from Paul Sterling, who invariably loves the spinners. But the others were waiting and watching the ball off the wicket and faltering.
Oh, that's cracked. That's really cracked. That's gone the distance. Oh, way over. Way over. What a strike. Amazing strike there from Mohammad Nabi. He's in great touch. No doubt about that.
This is the same zone in which he had hit this one in yesterday's game. It's almost like an action replay of sorts. Look at this ball going off. It's definitely gone out and hit the windshields yet again. Probably we could see some cars having some damages. From the commentary box on our right hand side, we can see the traffic flowing out.
Yeah, the road not very far away from the stands here, and we've seen a few balls go sailing in that direction.
Same condition.
And once again, new box coming in. But really, once it's in the slot, Nabi has the same ideas. He's going to go after the bowling. 27 or 14. He's spoiling the figures as far as Graham Creamer is concerned. Was very impressive in his first 3 overs.
the last one here. And plays it with soft hands and dot ball to end the over. It's 112 for 3 after 14.
Now that was a googly and well, mentioning about Afghanistan Premier League.
چټک ژوند ښه ژوند د افغان بیسیم 4G LTE.
اوس د 4G سرعت څخه زموږ په دریجی کڅوړو کې ګټه پورته کړئ. 1 GB د 250 افغانیو په بدل کې، 3 GB د 400 افغانیو په بدل کې، 15 GB د 600 افغانیو په بدل کې. په پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې GB ولیکئ او 150 واستوئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
Over this year, 5 teams will be participating, and I'm very sure people like Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan will be the big names. Not to forget Mohammad Shahzad as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And this is some really good work by the Afghanistan Cricket Board. Afghanistan was known for football, and now the entire dynamics of the sporting has changed in the country to cricket. Meanwhile, Jarvis comes in, short ball onto the rib cage. Option take a single. Najibullah will bring Nabi on strike.
I also feel the reason for Jarvis coming back is because both of these batsmen are very good against spin. Especially Mohammad Nabi, the way he was striking, getting those easy runs, milking the bowling. I think this is a good change by the Zimbabwe captain. Still has 1 over left after this one. This is the 3rd over for him. Was impressive in his opening spell. Hasn't got a wicket, but can bowl with fire. Saw him bowl those short pitch deliveries, changing the field as well. Against Nabi coming on strike. A lot of protection on the onside. He's got a man at long on, deep square leg. The fine leg fielder also being sent back. So is now the fielder at short mid wicket. So all 4 fielders on the onside, boundary riders. You can see those 4 fielders right on the fence. For Mohammad Nabi, the short delivery could be coming in. Oh, trying to mix his pace. Very close to the body there.
This was understandable considering the field that he set in, that it would be a shorter one, but then mixing it well. Wonder why hasn't this been given a wide?
Yeah, he was just checking with the square leg umpire. At the bowler's end, the umpire just checking with the square leg umpire and just thought there was some bat to it. Mixing his pace very nicely. Jarvis running the first one hard. Will he come back? No. Decides against it. Better since prevailing on that occasion.
And again, Meyer was really quick off his mark. The moment he saw the shot being played towards him, he almost scooted off.
You see, running the first one hard, that's always important to just create that pressure on the batsman. Just see the way he runs the first one. Was always ready for the second, but good effort. The fielder at deep mid-wicket just darting in. So curtailing to just 1 run, 26-run partnership of 16 deliveries. That's good bowling, good line as well. Good over from Jarvis so far. They need a few good overs, Zimbabwe, to just come back. I think their game plan is going to be restricting the Afghanistan under 150.
This is something that we see in test matches. Very rare to see a T20 batsman leaving a ball like this. They would do something, they would want to attempt something on a delivery like this, but a beautiful line there. And sensibility shown by Najibullah there. But not here. He plays it over the bowler's head, and this will meet the fence for a 4.
Yeah, this time reading the slow delivery very quickly. Gets into good position. Exactly what they required. Till now it was a decent over. Let's just see once again back of the hand there. Read very quickly over the bowler's head. That's a good area to go. Just changing his gears now. Back of the hand there. Gets into good position as well. A lot of wood in that. 30-run partnership of 18 deliveries. 1 ball left in this over. Once again clipping. Shot for leg before. There was a lot of bat to it. Just settling for 1. End of the 15th over. 119 for 3.
Yum Yum کانټیننټال او فاست فود د هوساینې څخه ډک ځای او پاکه سیمه له لوړو معیارونو سره نمونه او ښکلی میلمستون د نړۍ په کچه ښکلی فضا او د پاکیزګۍ نښه روزل شوي پرسونل او اشپزانو په درلودلو او ډول ډول خوړو او څښاک سره د پلازمینې په زړه پورې سیمه کې ستاسو په چوپړ کې یم یم کانټیننټال د ډول ډول او معیاري خوړو رښتینی تمځای.
Here at Sharjah, Afghanistan getting to 215 for 6 against Zimbabwe. India 2016, 187 for 7. In the commentary box, I'm Devendra, with me is Elester. Thinking about getting there, 170 from here?
Yeah, very much on the cards. 10 and over from here. Gets them to 169, so there we go. And I think with only 3 wickets down, they'll back themselves to do that. Key for me is Mohammad Nabi. If he can stay there, he bats for the next 3 or 4 overs, they'll definitely make a fist of that. It's up in the air. And, oh, I tell you what, it's landed picture perfect in the middle of 2 advancing fielders, Sikandar Raza and Graham Creamer. And luckily they had the presence of mind to bail out at the last minute. I've seen a few horrific injuries in the outfield with the fielders not watching. It went a long way up in the air, and then just at the last minute he bailed out, Sikandar Raza. If he had put in the dive, there might have been a catastrophe on our hands.
Well, it has happened in Test match cricket. Stephen Waugh and Gillespie. This time he finds the fielder. Possibility of getting in there.
I think if Creamer hadn't been running backwards, but he had to do it. It's instinctive as a fielder that when the ball goes up in the air, you're going to be turning and running. If he hadn't been there or bailed out a little earlier, Raza would have been able to put the dive in. And it was a definite opportunity then. But I think he saw Creamer advancing and therefore backed off a wee bit. That's well bowled. Najibullah has to concentrate on getting his senior partner in the form of Mohammad Nabi on strike. Yes, go for the boundary, and if it comes off, that's great, but you've got to be rotating the strike. 2 off the first delivery, and then 2 dot balls. And with Mohammad Nabi 22 of 12, you want to give him as many balls as possible in this last 5 overs.
Just too far outside this time. They have organized, or rather find out areas where they want to operate in. Outside the system, they're taking the ball away from the batsman, and successful on this occasion once again, getting some cut on the ball.
Well, a little bit. It's been a good pitch though. There's been some good bounce and carry it. It's looked belter for batting, so they're going to need all of that 170, I reckon.
Swings it beautifully, and poor judgment from the fieldsman for 4.
Now then, what's happened there? Solomon Mire has been deceived by the bounce. It was hit really hard into the outfield, and it looked like a regulation stop. Don't blame him, that has hit a divot. It's just gone the other way at right angles. You can't blame the fielder on that occasion. A wry smile from Solomon Mire. It never looks good on TV, and your teammates all turn around. What are you doing? Well, on that occasion, as you saw, even from that angle, it's taken a horrible bounce.
This time through the offside, over the top of the fieldsman, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and trickles into the boundary ropes for 4. 2 back-to-back boundaries to end the 16th over. It's 129 for 3.
مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا، نصاب تحصیلی معیاری، اساتید با تجربه و مسلکی، تطبیقات، لابراتوارهای مجهز، کورس‌های مسلکی و تقویتی، دیپلم در لسان انگلیسی و ترانسپورت رایگان برای الناس، همراه با فیس باور نکردنی. هیستوماتولوژی 16000 افغانی، فارماسی 12000 افغانی، حقوق و علوم سیاسی 8000 افغانی. مؤسسه تحصیلات عالی شفا، آینده درخشان شما.
Will come handy. He's betting on 22 of 12. Zadran is on to 18. Playing for this trophy. Lovely silver trophy on offer. On course for 177. 12 runs per over from here. And that's how he struck the boundary of the last ball of the last over. So was tested around the over stump, but found a method to work with.
Chitara and Jarvis have very good changes of pace, very subtle variations, and that assists them in this version of the game in particular. Zarabani in the previous over didn't really have that. He's just starting out in international cricket, and he's got height, he's got pace, but he just needs to work on the variations, because if you keep bowling at the same pace as he's doing, hitting the deck, well, the batsmen are going to work you out. And as soon as you give a wee bit of width, as he did on that previous delivery, they can flash you away on the offside. So just something that he needs to work on as his career progresses, just to work on the slower balls, the variations. Now that's called wide. I'm interested to see the replay here. You have white lines on the pitch. Those are guidelines for the umpires to adjudicate wide deliveries. Just looked like it might have been a little bit inside those white lines. There we go. It's a marginal call. Goes in favour of the batsman on this occasion. But he's got a very good slower ball, as Tendai Chitara. Very deceptive one. There it is. Digging in and halfway down. No pace on the ball, and the batsman threw the shot far too early.
Yeah, great prospect in the death overs, the slower deliveries. You have the variation.
I mean, it's simple really. You need the changes of pace, and then you need the old-fashioned Yorker. It's very simple to discuss, to talk about. Very different thing to execute under pressure. And that's what these guys have to do. They know that the batsmen are after them, trying to find the boundary every single delivery. They need to make sure that they're spot on insofar as their thinking is concerned, what they want to deliver, and then insofar as the execution is concerned.
3 men on the onside, on the boundary ropes. He gets a bouncer and gets away with that.
Well directed on this occasion. Looking to give himself room, Najibullah, and a right smile, and he gave himself room, and then suddenly found that the bowler had followed him and had to take some evasive action. There we go, just trying to back away a little bit, and then was cramped for room and had to duck rather quickly.
Yeah, they've been promoted to test match status, and the status will be challenged by mighty bowlers in challenging conditions. Swings it, and he finds the gap on the offside and will pick up a boundary.
Yeah, he's looking in that area. Najibullah loves to clear the front leg and try and open up the offside. On this occasion, length ball from Tendai Chitara, and he's able to flay it away over extra cover. No chance for the man at deep mid-off.
47 runs. That's what they've been able to manage of 29. Crowd filtering in, enjoying the moment of maybe somebody getting there to register a half century. We haven't seen any half century so far into the second T20. Swings it big time. They got the fielder there on the boundary ropes. He's just working his way around. Couldn't able to take that one, but certainly saved the boundary.
Oh, I teased him. It was a very difficult one when the fielder has to run around the boundary edge. PJ Moore it is, not out the middle of the bat. It is the shorter side there tonight. It was in the slot, probably not out the middle of the bat, and PJ Moore had to wait for it to come down, and then in the end probably should have done a little bit better than that. We've seen some tremendous catches in this form of the game where they're able to catch it and then throw it back inside the boundary rope as the fielder goes out. On that occasion he saved a certain boundary, but he should have probably taken the catch as well.
Oh, just trying to use that 10 touch. It's not making connection. Wide signal by the umpire over head height.
Yeah, easy call for the umpire, square leg, no doubt about that. Way above the head of Najibullah, and that wide brings up the 50 partnership of just 30 deliveries. So just the impetus they needed at the back end of the innings. 23 or 14 for Mohammad Nabi, and Najibullah Zadran 24 of just 16.
And it's been stopped. No run given of the last ball of the 17th over. 138 for 3.
فريش ببي دايبر علوم دسمال د قوي جذابیت سره د ترکیه هواد ساخت د ښکلي بوی درلودونکی سل په سلو کې نخي د پوره الاستیک بندونو درلودونکی 12 ساعتونو مقاومت درلودونکی فريش ببي ستاسو د ګرانو ماشومانو لپاره بهترین انتخاب.
22-28 for Sadiq, 27 of 14 for Sten Zaid, captain returning to form, 29 of 20 for Mohammad Nabi, and he's going to be key man in the last 3 overs to provide the platform to the team from where they can think about using their spinners and defending the total.
Yeah, strike rates have been really good for the last 3 batsmen at the crease. Ashkar Staniksai, the captain, started the onslaught, wasn't able to carry on, but these two in the form of Nabi and Zadran have been able to take off where Ashkar Staniksai left it, and they've managed to get their team to 138 for 3. 3 overs remaining, 170, 175 maybe. He's a strong lad, Mohammad Nabi. He hits it a country mile, and Zarabani is going to have his work cut out here. 1 for 32 he's got of his 3 overs so far, and he's got to make sure he's spot on. He has got a good Yorker, he needs to use it.
Just short of the fieldsman there at the short fine leg region. Leg by signal by the umpire.
They're deciding to come around the wicket to Mohammad Nabi to cramp him for room, trying to bowl into the rib cage. Dangerous ploy that with your fine leg up in the circle. There is protection squarer, but with fine leg up in the circle, all he has to do is get a little tickle on it and it beats that man more often than not. Now then, Najibullah on strike. 2 lovely boundaries in the last over off from Zarabani. Around the wicket he stays, making sure he's got the field exactly right. Mid on, now coming back to long on. Mid off, staying at long off. 3rd man up in the circle. Fine leg up in the circle. I'd like to see 3rd man back. I think that's his scoring area. That's where the ball's more likely to go.
And he swings it big time. It's gone high up in the air. Fieldsman judging it a bit late there, and he takes a comfortable catch in the end.
Good comeback from Zarabani. He was under the pump. They were looking for the boundary, and he's managed to produce a delivery that's induced a false shot. Ryan Burl on the boundary makes no mistake. It was in the air for an eternity. Went a long way up into the night sky, and he had a long time to steady himself, get in a good position, and make a safe catch in the end. So that's the end of Najibullah Zadran. Good contribution, 24 of 18, 139 for 4.
Almaz.
هموطنان گرامی، پروفسور دکتر عبدالرؤوف که متخصص مشهور استخوان یعنی ارتوپدی کشور هندوستان می باشد و همچنان دکتر فاروق بت متخصص امراض داخله عمومی فعلا در شفاخانه رایل در خدمت مریضان محترم شما قرار دارند.
Managed to control it beautifully and pierce the gap between the fine leg and the square leg out on the boundary.
It's gone high, it's gone handsome, it's gone out of here for a 6. It's a massive strike from Nabi.
Length balls go the distance at the death. And on that occasion, he's waiting for it, Mohammad Nabi, hanging on the back foot and just helps it on its way out of the stadium. The biggest we've seen tonight by a long way. There it goes, way out of the ground, up into the lights. That's not only gone out of the stadium, it's going to have disappeared on the other side as well. New balls, please.
Certainly enjoyed the connection, Nabi. 149 for 4. Team owners and vice chairman in there.
Right, so a rethink for Mzarabani. He's going to come over the wicket now and try a different method of attack. Fine leg up in the circle. Mid-on will go back. He really has taken a pasting here tonight. Still 2 balls remaining in his 4th over. 2 for 42 at this stage.
And he goes straight over long off. That is another outstanding cricket shot for a 6.
What a stroke this is. If you were in any doubt about the ability of this man to play cricket at this level, you just need to have a look at this. What a stroke. Cleared the hips, gave himself a hint of room and powered it over mid-off for maximum.
From refugee camp to international cricket, he is giving good account of his 2 back-to-back 6s in the boundary also. Certainly party time for Afghan fans here, under tremendous pressure at the moment.
17 off the over. Last delivery. Short one. He's got away with that. He finishes with a dot ball. A learning curve for Mzarabani. End of the 18th, 155 for 4. Two overs remaining, 45 of 25 for Mohammad Nabi. What an innings it's been, and Shafiqullah yet to get off the mark. Tendai Chitara is going to be bowling his last over. Pretty good today, none for 18 of his 3 thus far. He's got to make sure that he finishes well here.
Gets a full toss and straight to the fieldsman on the boundary ropes.
Oh, he'll be kicking himself. Shafiqullah probably should have done a lot better than that. Trying to heave it away on the leg side. It was a full toss. Should have probably picked the gap. Trying to get it up and over the man at mid-on. And doesn't make the requisite contact. Doesn't get the right distance. And in the end, Sikandar Raza making a simple grab right off the bottom of the bat, as you can see. And, well, I said he's not going to drop those. He just clung onto it at the last minute. The knees together doing the trick. None for Shafiqullah Shafiq, 155 for 5.
.155 for 5. Stands chance of getting to his half century, Nabi. 45 for 25. Super shot. But it's gone straight to the fieldsman. Another good catch.
Oh, flurry of wickets here at the end. Malcolm Waller taking a good catch on the cover boundary. It was wide, it was a change of pace, and he probably again should have done a bit better than this, Mohammad Nabi. But all he's ended up doing is hit it straight to the man, or a little to his right. Malcolm Waller makes 10 or so yards and takes a simple catch in the end. Mohammad Nabi, what a hand he's played. 45 of just 26 deliveries. 155 for 6 now, Afghanistan.
فريش بي بي دايپر علوم دسمال د قوي جذابیت سره د ترکیه هواد ساخت د ښکلي بوی درلودونکی سل په سلو کې نخي د پوره الاستیک بندونو درلودونکی 12 ساعتونو مقاومت درلودونکی فريش بي بي ستاسو د ګرانو ماشومانو لپاره بهترین انتخاب
Gets the edge, will get a single, so the opportunity of getting hat-trick avoided.
Great stuff from Chitara. He's removed the dangerous Mohammad Nabi. If he had stayed there for these next few deliveries, who knows, even 180, 190 was in play for Afghanistan. The first one, Shafiqullah across his stumps, was a full toss. And only managed to get the bottom of the bat and find Sikandar Raza down in mid-on, and that would have been a wide. He had to really throw his body and bat at it. And a good catch by Malcolm Waller.
Problem is that they've got two new batsmen in there, just working the singles around at a time when they should be thinking about boundaries. They needed at least one batsman with a little bit of experience of assessing the conditions.
Sharafuddin and Gulbuddin, good all-rounders in their own right. They're not tail-enders by any stretch of the imagination, can hit the long ball. They've got to try and find the boundary a couple more times here for Afghanistan. Oh, well bowled, really well bowled. Good deceptive stuff from Tendai Chitara. It was the slower ball, it was right in the block hole as well. And nothing really that Sharafuddin could have done with it.
Once again, off cutter. Could barely just dig it out. It's one thing having different kind of variations, and it's another thing executing it in pressure situations.
2 wickets and 2 runs in this penultimate over. Just the 1 ball remaining. What an over it's been for Zimbabwe. After blessing him, Zarabani went for plenty in his previous over, 17 to be precise. This has been a great comeback from Tendai Chitara.
Swings it and swings it not well enough. Straight to the fieldsman. Ball taking the catch there on the boundary ropes. 3rd wicket from the over.
A really good catch under pressure from Ryan Burl. Sensational stuff right on the boundary edge. And I think he thought maybe he'd got enough on it. But Ryan Burl knew where he was, positioned himself beautifully. He was well aware that the boundary rope was there and just threw it up in the air just to be sure right at the end. There it is, and no issues there. He's inside the line, and that'll be another wicket. 3 wickets in the over for Tendai Chitara. Really, really good comeback. Well, just confirm to the batsman who's walking out that he can continue the long walk back to the pavilion. No real issue there. We've seen it once, and the second time will confirm that the 3rd umpire can signal to his colleagues on the field that he's inside the line by a couple of inches. And that should be the end of that.
That should be a comfortable call. He's still taking his time, the umpire, to communicate the message to the on-field umpire, the 3rd umpire.
I don't really know what the issue is here. Maybe the comms have broken down. Oh, there we go. He's finally got it. He can raise the index finger, and that'll be the end of Sharafuddin. He's going to have to go for 1. Good catch on the boundary by Ryan Burl. Afghanistan now 157 for 7.
ویتامین C برای اولین بار از نوشابه‌های ژاپنی در افغانستان.
Rashid Khan, who picked up 3 wickets yesterday, 3 for 19, comes out to bat. He's got some potential to get some big boundaries away. (19) of age, and he's been a fantastic match winner for Afghanistan with ball in hand and made some vital contributions with the bat also. 28 matches, raising 100.
Kyle Jarvis to bowl the last over. What an over that was from Tendai Chitara. Just when they look like posting an imposing total, Afghanistan, well, Zimbabwe have made a comeback. There's a slower ball, good variation. Rashid Khan, well, not really picking it. Really good catch on the boundary by Ryan Burl. He had plenty of time to steady himself, to find his bearings, make sure he was inside the rope. And once he had established that, was able to grab it over his head and then just threw it up in the air to be sure in the end. Really, really good stuff. They've caught well tonight, the Zimbabweans. In fact, generally in the field, they've been outstanding. They've let it slip in a couple of overs where they've bowled the wrong length, and the Afghan batsmen have taken full toll. But by and large, if they can finish this off well, Jarvis bowls a good last over, they'll be very happy.
It's a good one again, following the batsman. Yeah, the fielding has been good. It was good yesterday also, fielding and bowling. It was the batting that was the problem. Once again, change in pace and just making sure that he gets some deviation of the surface also. Leg side is, and it's been fed to the fieldsman on the boundary ropes. Tallest man on the park.
Probably would have been 6 to anybody else, but he's 6'8" is blessing him, Zarabani, and catches it head height, makes no mistake. Wasn't the best directed slower ball from Kyle Jarvis, and he got enough on it. Did Rashid Khan, scooped it around the corner, but can't get it over the largest man on the field. Takes a good catch in the end, another one on the boundary edge, another one pouched by the Zimbabweans. Another wicket as well for Kyle Jarvis. So Rashid Khan goes without scoring. 157 for 8 now, Afghanistan.
پنجشنبه شب
به اطمینان ما با شما گفتم میتونم که فعلا در اردوی ملی افغانستان هیچ سرباز خیالی و افسر خیالی وجود نداره.
چقدر وزارت دفاع ملی خودش را مکلف میدانه که جلوگیری بکنه دست کم از فروش تجهیزات و گروه‌های هراس افغان؟
ما فعلا 15 جنرال از دیگر جنرال گرفته تا بریج جنرال در زندان داریم.
گفته میشه که تهدید داعش در مقایسه با قبل حالا بیشتر شده.
اقدامات را که ما علیه از اینا انجام دادیم، 3 امیر از اینا را تا هنوز به جهنم فرستادیم. یک تعداد زیاد قماندانای از اینا را ما کشتیم.
گفتگوی ویژه با تمیم آسی، معاون پالیسی و استراتژی وزارت دفاع ملی، پنجشنبه شب ساعت 8 از 1.
He's got the gloves and he'll make no mistake in the end. Yeah, a little sigh of relief then. He misjudged it slightly. Had to make a bit of distance running in and thought he had it, and then had to make a dive forward. All's well that ends well. Smiles all around the Zimbabwe camp at this stage. It's been a tremendous comeback. The umpires just want to check whether he made the catch or not. It seemed to be that he had his fingers underneath the ball that made a catch, even though he had to dive forward. But the umpires are just conferring as to whether they want to have a check upstairs as to the authenticity of the catch, whether it indeed was grasped fairly by Brendan Taylor. So there's the soft signal, not out, they reckon. So third umpire has to find conclusive evidence to overturn the decision. This will be very interesting to see. Here we go. There's Taylor. He thinks he's got it, thinks he's got it, thinks he's got it, then realizes, it's actually a bit in front of me. And there he goes. Makes the catch just in the fingertips. And did the ball touch the ground? Was it in between those fingers? And as he hit the ground, this might give us a better angle. There we go. Now then, did that touch the ground, or was there a bit of a glove underneath it? So there we go, out. They're happy. They're happy that there was fingers underneath the ball. Quick decision really from the third umpire. He's seen enough, reckons it's a fair catch. And that means Aftab Alam has to go without troubling the scorers as well. 157 for 9 now.
In danger of getting all out. 157 for 9. Back-to-back wickets. Jarvis gets the opportunity to claim a hat-trick here. Knight gets a good ball in. Dot ball.
Yeah, change of pace again from Kyle Jarvis. This one out the back of the hand. And Gulbuddin Naib not able to take full toll. There it is again. It went a long way up into the night sky. Taylor thought he had it and then realized, I've got to put a little dive in. And he was happy that he caught it fairly. The umpires conferred, sent it upstairs. Third umpire concurred with Taylor and gave the decision of out.
Wicket or boundary? He swings it, gets the edge, will settle for a single. That's what they get in 20 overs. Who would have thought at one point of time they were cruising along to reach 170, maybe 180, but lost plenty of wickets in last few overs.
Yeah, great comeback from the men in red. 158 for 9, as you mentioned, Devinder. It looked like 170, 180. So they'll be very happy with this comeback. The last 2 overs been a spectacular collapse by the Afghanistan batsmen. good bowling, tremendous fielding, good catching in the outfield, and it's been a spirited display from the Zimbabweans. Graham Creamer won the toss, elected to bowl first. Mzarabani in picture was expensive. He'll learn from this particular outing, but Chitara and Jarvis were outstanding. Creamer himself bowled a superb spell, getting 2 wickets. So in the end, I think the Zimbabweans will be more the happier walking off the field, knowing that they'll need 159 to win this game and level the series, and that would have been the aim at the start of the day's play, and it'll certainly be the aim when they talk about it at this break. Scores for the top 5: 17, 28, 27, 45 and 24, and then have a look at that collapse at the end. Nobody really troubling the scorers, and they fell away really badly. They were good, the Zimbabwe bowlers. The seamers taking up the bulk of the wickets. 3 for Chitara, 2 each for Jarvis and Mzarabani, although he was very expensive, Mzarabani, and 2 for the captain, Graham Creamer.
So that's where they are. They've been able to bring about that change in the last 3 to 4 overs to come back in the contest. 158 for 9 in 20 overs. That's what they managed. Zimbabwe will be comfortable with that possibility of registering a victory here and breaking that jinx of not losing anything against Afghanistan. Here's the highlights.
Yeah, Shazad started off with that boundary, but he tried to play so many shots all around the park, moving around the crease, really wasn't in control of his innings at all. And, well, in the end, he perished, caught by Kyle Jarvis, right off the bottom of the bat, trying to heave one away on the leg side. They played some big, strong shots in between the mayhem, really did. Afghanistan batsmen, Mzarabani in particular, bore the brunt of some of the big hitting. Sikandar Raza was expensive as well, just used for 2 overs by Graham Creamer, went for 26. But Graham Creamer came into the attack and produced a gem to get rid of Ashkar Stanik's eye. He was looking dangerous. And Kareem Sadiq using his feet. And then he came down the wicket trying to flash one away over the offside. And got past the outside edge. Brendan Taylor made no mistake. Mohammad Nabi showed what he's capable of doing. He swung it high, wide and very often handsome all around the ground. Shafiqullah was able assistance to him. This was a half chance falling in between Creamer and Sikandar Raza. He pulled away on the onside. He flashed it away on the offside as well. And well, that went right up into the Emirati sky, came down, and Ryan Bill took one of 2 very, very good catches. That went up in the air as well off Mzarabani, went a long way back over mid-off. That was a full toss. Sikandar Raza making the grab at mid-on, made no mistake there. Tendai Chitara then got the big wicket of Mohammad Nabi, flashing one away over the offside. Malcolm Waller taking a very good catch. And then Tendai Chitara, well, in the action again, ably assisted in the outfield again by Ryan Bill, right on the boundary edge. This was scooped away on the leg side to Mzarabani. And that was the end of Rashid Khan off the bowling of Kyle Jarvis. And this was the last wicket to fall. Pulled up into the air, and Brendan Taylor making no mistake. Right, let's go downstairs and see who we've got.
شفاخانه کشا هلتکر با وارد نمودن تکنولوژی روز برای اولین بار در افغانستان. عملیات‌های سنگ گرده، سنگ مثانه و سنگ حال با مدرن‌ترین لایزر بدون شق و جراحی با متد جدید استاندارد جهانی. عملیات‌های پروستات، لیپوم بدنی، کیسه صفرا، آپاندکس، سرطان‌های بدنی، استکتومی و تویوبلایزریشن با مجهزترین لابراسکوپ با دکتران جراحی هندی و افغانی. کشا، توجه برای زندگی.
هوشیار و آگاه همگی دوست دارم و همین دلیل ایرمگی دوست دارم.
دختران بین صنوف 5 الی 12 برای جلوگیری از کمخونی هر هفته یک تابلت آهن و فولیک اسید که در مکاتب به طور رایگان توزیع می شود استفاده کنند.
بانک اسلامی افغانستان به زودی. د افغانستان اسلامی بانک دیر ژر.
شفاخانه ارتوپدی کمال یکجا با دکتران داخلی و خارجی با مجهزترین وسایل طبی در بخش‌های جراحی ارتوپدی، جراحی اعصاب، جراحی عمومی، لابراتوار مجهز، اکسری دیجیتال، سی اسکن، عملیاتخانه مجهز، اتاق عاجل، اتاق مراقبت جدی یا ICU، اتاق‌های بستر لوکس، فیزیوتراپی مدرن و مجهز با تمام امکانات صحی. ما افتخار داریم که برای اولین بار در بخش تبدیل مفصل زانوی مصنوعی در خدمت هموطنان عزیز قرار داریم. صحت شما کامیابی ماست.
آیا از برخورد با این گونه مشکلات خسته شده اید؟ آیا در جستجوی یک شبکه اینترنتی با سرعت بالا، قیمت پایین و بخش خدمات 24 ساعته مشتریان هستید؟ برای ما این کار سختی نیست. یو تلکام بهترین بسته های برودبند، اینترپرایز و دیفنس را در سراسر کشور با پایین ترین و بهترین قیمت برای شما عرضه می دارد. با خدمات اینترنتی یو تلکام با سراسر جهان وصل شوید و تجارتتان را ادامه دهید. بهترین انتخاب برای از بین بردن فاصله ها. در هر شرایط و با هر وضعیت جوی نامناسب یو تلکام آماده است تا اینترنت پرسرعت و با کیفیت عالی را برای شما عرضه کند. یو تلکام پاسخگوی همه نیازهای اینترنتی شماست. ما شما را با همدیگر وصل می‌سازیم در هر نقطه‌ای که هستید. ما باور داریم هر کار امکان پذیر است. ما ناممکن را ممکن می‌سازیم. ما یو تلکام.
با اطلاع عموم هموطنان عزیز، خصوصا آن اشخاصی که از مشکلات قلبی رنج میبرند، میرساند که دکتر انیس سگلام متخصص در بخش انویسیو کاردیولوژی که شامل انژیوگرافی، انژیوپلاستی، نصب پیس میکر قلبی میگردد، سر از تاریخ 1/1/2018 فعالیتشان را در شفاخانه کشا هلتکیر آغاز مینماید. ثبت نام جریان دارد.
کشا، توجه برای زندگی.
بانک اسلامی افغانستان به زودی. د افغانستان اسلامی بانک دیر ژر.
شفاخانه ارتوپدی کمال یکجا با دکتران داخلی و خارجی با مجهزترین وسایل طبی در بخش‌های جراحی ارتوپدی، جراحی اعصاب، جراحی عمومی، لابراتوار مجهز، اکسری دیجیتال، سی اسکن، عملیاتخانه مجهز، اتاق عاجل، اتاق مراقبت جدی یا ICU، اتاق‌های بستر لوکس، فیزیوتراپی مدرن و مجهز با تمام امکانات صحی. ما افتخار داریم که برای اولین بار در بخش تبدیل مفصل زانوی مصنوعی در خدمت هموطنان عزیز قرار داریم. صحت شما کامیابی ماست.
سبا افغانستان افتخار دارد تا اولین فیشن شوی لباس‌های افغانی را تحت نام وطنی برگزار نماید. لباس‌های سبا افغانستان زیباترین و شیک‌ترین مدل لباس‌های تولید زنان افغانستان میباشد. لباس‌های سبا افغانستان تولید شده توسط زنان افغان برای دخترها و خانم‌های افغان.
بانک اسلامی افغانستان به زودی. د افغانستان اسلامی بانک دیر ژر.
شفاخانه کشا هلتکیر با سلسله دعوت‌های خویش این بار از دکتر دیپک بهارتواج متخصص ارتوپدی از شفاخانه فورتیس هندوستان دعوت به عمل آورده است که سر از تاریخ 18 نوامبر 2017 مطابق به 28 اقرب سال جاری در شفاخانه کشا هلتکیر به کار خود آغاز می‌نماید. مریضداران محترم مطلع باشند.
کشا، توجه برای زندگی.
خبر خوش.
حساب جاری ویژه برای شرکت ها؟ به واقعا عالی است.
حساب پسنداز برای کهنسالان درباره موضوع هم فکر کرده.
بله بفرمایید.
حساب پسنداز برای کودکان. عزیزی بانک درباره تو هم فکر کرده.
بله، عزیزی بانک با راه اندازی 3 حساب جدید درباره تمام مشتریانش فکر کرده است. حساب جاری ویژه برای شرکت ها، حساب پسنداز برای کهنسالان و حساب پسنداز برای کودکان. عزیزی بانک پیشتاز نوآوری ها در کشور.
تشکر عزیزی بانک.
تشکر عزیزی بانک.
تشکر عزیزی بانک.